Can love last forever? A mature perspective on love and lasting relationships. Introduction. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're discussing a question that has fascinated people for generations. Can love last forever? In a world where relationships often seem temporary and many couples struggle to stay together, it's natural to wonder whether lifelong love is still possible. Some people believe that true love can endure until the end of life, while others argue that feelings inevitably fade with time. The truth lies somewhere deeper than emotions alone. To answer this question, we must first understand what love really is. Love is more than a feeling. One of the biggest misconceptions about love is that it is purely an emotion. Feelings are important, but feelings naturally change. There will be days when affection feels effortless and days when life's pressures make emotional connection more difficult. If a relationship depends only on emotions, it becomes vulnerable to every challenge that comes along. Mature love goes beyond feelings. It is built on commitment, character, trust, and the conscious decision to care for another person's well-being. Real love is not measured by how strongly you feel at a particular moment, but by how consistently you choose to show up for one another over time. The strongest relationships are not sustained by passion alone. They are sustained by purpose and dedication. Why many relationships fail. When relationships end, it is rarely because love disappeared overnight. More often, relationships slowly weaken because important foundations were neglected. Communication breaks down, trust becomes damaged, resentment grows. Partners stop appreciating one another. In many cases, people fall into the habit of assuming their partner will always be there, forgetting that every relationship requires continuous effort. Love is much like a garden. It cannot thrive without care, attention, and maintenance. Neglect it long enough, and even the healthiest relationship can begin to suffer. The difference between lasting love and temporary attraction. Attraction often brings two people together, but attraction alone cannot keep them together. Physical appearance changes, circumstances change, people grow older, life presents unexpected challenges. What remains during those moments is the quality of the connection between two individuals. Lasting love is built on values that survive beyond appearance and excitement. It is rooted in mutual respect, emotional security, friendship, loyalty, and shared goals. When attraction is supported by these deeper qualities, a relationship gains the strength to endure life's inevitable changes. Love evolves over time. One reason some people believe love cannot last forever is because they expect it to feel the same throughout the entire relationship. But mature love is not static. The excitement experienced at the beginning of a relationship is often replaced by something deeper and more meaningful. Over time, love becomes greater trust, deeper understanding, stronger companionship, emotional security, shared memories, and experiences. The butterflies may not always be as intense as they were in the beginning, but they are often replaced by a sense of peace and confidence that only time can create. Many couples who have spent decades together will tell you that their love today is different from when they first met, but it is also stronger. The qualities that make love last. If love is to endure, certain qualities must be present. Respect without respect, love struggles to survive. Respect means valuing your partner's thoughts, feelings, boundaries, and individuality. Trust. Trust creates emotional safety. It allows two people to be vulnerable with one another without fear of betrayal. Communication. Every lasting relationship depends on honest and healthy communication. Problems that are discussed can often be solved. Problems that are ignored usually grow. Forgiveness. No relationship is free from mistakes. The ability to forgive and move forward is essential for long-term happiness. Commitment. Commitment is perhaps the most important factor of all. It is the decision to remain devoted not only during good times, but also during challenges. Can love truly last forever? The answer is yes, but only when both individuals are willing to invest in the relationship. Love does not survive on its own. It requires effort. It requires patience. It requires understanding. And above all, it requires two people who continue choosing each other even when life becomes difficult. Relationships that last a lifetime are not relationships without problems. They are relationships where both partners refuse to let problems become bigger than their commitment to one another. Conclusion. So, can love last forever? The answer is yes, but only when both individuals are willing to invest in the relationship. Love does not survive on its own. It requires effort, it requires patience, it requires understanding, and above all, it requires two people who continue choosing each other even when life becomes difficult. Relationships that last a lifetime are not relationships without problems. They are relationships where both partners refuse to let problems become bigger than their commitment to one another. Conclusion. So, can love last forever? The mature answer is that love can last forever when it evolves beyond emotion and becomes a deliberate commitment between two people. Forever love is not about finding a perfect partner. It is about building a partnership based on trust, respect, loyalty, communication, and shared growth. The couples who experience lasting love are not necessarily the luckiest. They are often the ones who understand that love is not something you simply find. It is something you continuously nurture and protect. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe love can last forever? And what do you think is the most important ingredient for a lasting relationship? Until next time, take care and keep loving wisely.